It all started when Mary told her husband Ben to sleep with their housegirl to have a child after being married for 11 years without a child. They have been to several hospitals and places, and there was nothing medically and spiritually wrong with them. Honey, I am tired of childlessness. Please, I want you to sleep with Sandra, our housegirl, and get her pregnant so that after she gives birth, we can pay her off handsomely, sell all our properties, carry the baby, and relocate abroad, said Mary. What? How could you advise me to commit such an atrocity? Do you want me to tarnish the image of this family? Mary, look, the love I have for you is far beyond what you just told me to do. It's not our fault that we never have children. Let's continue to be patient, hope, believe, and trust in God for children. Mary the First will never sleep with my housegirl in the name of having a child. I want children from your womb, and that's final. Ben responded, Baby, if we continue to wait for me to give birth, I don't know how long it will take. Please just grant me this request. Let's just have one child first. Mary kept on begging her husband. Okay, if that's the case, let's adopt a 6-month-old baby and relocate abroad. Are you okay with that? Ben asked. No, oh please, I am not okay with adoption. What if the child has been possessed by evil spirit? Please just sleep with our housegirl. That's the best decision we can take to get rid of this childlessness. She insisted. Mary, count me out. I will never do that. If you don't accept adoption, then forget about it, and don't you ever call me for this kind of pointless discussion. Nonsense. Ben walked away furiously. After her husband left angrily, Mary began to think of what she would do to make her husband sleep with their housegirl, and she eventually got a plan. Thereafter, she called their housegirl named Sandra, and she came out. Sandra, I want you to do something very significant for me, and I am going to pay you handsomely, said Mary. Madam, what's that? Sandra asked. Are you sure you will do it? Madam, I will do anything possible for you, Sandra responded. Sandra, you've been with us for over 5 years. I believe you've seen how my husband and I have been struggling badly to have a child, said Mary. I know, Ma, but what exactly do you want me to do, please? Sandra asked. Sandra, I want you to seduce my husband and sleep with him, and you will continue sleeping with him till you conceive, said Mary. Jesus Christ. Madam, no, I can do anything for you, but I can't sleep with your husband. You're like a mother and a sister to me, please. I can do any other things for you, but you see, this one is very impossible, Sandra replied. Please, Sandra, I understand how you feel. Please just sleep with him and get pregnant for him, and I will pay you $500K. Are you in? Mary asked. No, Ma, I can't do that. Your husband can even kill me if I try to seduce him. Please, Ma, I don't want problems, Sandra responded. Forget about what husband will do. I know what I will do to make him sleep with you. But please, Ma, I will never sleep with him. I will give you $1,500K now and $500K when you get pregnant for him, said Mary. Okay, Ma, but I am afraid of your husband. Sandra, don't worry about my husband. Just play your roles and leave my husband for me. Okay, Ma, I will take the risk, Ma. I am sending you $500K now, but you will swear that any day you disclose this secret to anyone, you will bleed uncontrollably for the rest of your life, said Mary. So after Sandra swore, Mary sent her $500K straight away. A few days later, Mary persuaded her husband and drugged him. In the night, she forced her husband Ben to sleep in the guest room with Sandra, and both of them spent the night in the guest room. In the morning, Ben went to his wife and said, Mary, after all the warnings, you had the guts to drug me and made me sleep with Sandra. Honey, please, I am very sorry. You know, if we don't take quality action and risk, we will not have a child. I am very sorry to betray you. I just want the best for this family. Mary apologized. My dear wife, there is no need for you to apologize. The good news is that I am madly in love with Sandra now. She's very romantic and lovely, and I even enjoyed her more than you, Ben responded. Ben, what are you trying to say? Because I don't understand you at all, Mary curiously asked. Mary, quit the pretense. You heard me well and clear. I didn't hear you clearly. Please repeat it. Madam, I said I am in love with Sandra. That girl is super good. Ben, so it has gotten to the point of you calling me madam? It is very obvious you are joking. Please, I don't have your time this morning. Ben responded. Sweetheart, where are you? Please come. Ben called Sandra in the presence of his wife. Sir, I am here, said Sandra. Sandra, you remember I told you that I am deeply in love with you, so henceforward, stop calling me sir, we're lovers now, and I want you to be calling me romantic names, like baby, sweetheart, darling, honey, and so on, is that clear? Ben asked. Yes, sir, oh sorry, sweetheart. Sandra responded. Sandra, what's the meaning of this madness that you're doing? What did you use on my husband? Mary asked. Sandra, I told you I will be going to work first thing this morning, so go and prepare my breakfast. I don't like all these dresses you always wear. When I come back from work I will take you out and buy clothes and shoes. Sandra, this is my house, so do whatever you want to do and don't be afraid of anybody in this house, but if you're not comfortable here just let me know so that I can rent an apartment for you, said Ben. After Sandra went to the kitchen. Ben, why are you doing all these to me? Mary asked with teary eyes. Mary, you started it and I want to finish what you started, so whatever I do in this house, you have to bear it, and let me warn you, stay away from my affair. Sandra is no longer our housegirl, she is my lover, so it's high time you employ another housegirl or boy. Ben responded and left. A few days later, Mary was having mysterious feelings, so she went to a hospital for a medical checkup and the result came out that she was 2 weeks pregnant. But she couldn't believe the result. She went to 3 hospitals to confirm whether she was truly pregnant and all the results came out that she was 2 weeks pregnant. So I was even pregnant before I paid that wicked housegirl to sleep with my husband. Che, look at what impatience has landed me. I wish I knew a day like this would come hastily. I could have been patient like Ben said. I was too desperate and hasty to have a child by all means. My loving and caring husband no longer has time for me. He's now addicted to Sandra. Oh, God, why me? Mary lamented. When her husband returned from work and she showed him the pregnancy test results, she was shocked by her husband's response. Mary, you're the funniest person I have ever seen in my entire life. Who are you trying to deceive? You went and forged the pregnancy test results and you expect me, Ben, to believe you? Who does that? Carry these fake results and get out of my presence before I vex. Ben responded. Ben, so it has gotten to the extent that you lost your trust in me? Mary asked with teary eyes. I lost my trust in you since that day you drugged me and caused me to sleep with Sandra, so there is absolutely nothing that you will do that will make me trust you again. I will never share the same bed with you because you might wake up at midnight and take my life, and I rather eat from outside than eat the meal you prepared because I don't trust you a bit. You might poison me. Claim to be innocent and accuse Sandra of killing me. You think I don't know all your evil plans in this house. Betrayal, leave my presence at once. Ben responded. Ben, why are you continuously causing me severe pains and heartbreak? Have I ever faked anything for you or lied to you before? Point of correction, I am not causing you any pains and heartbreak. Hold yourself responsible for everything you're passing through today because you are the cause of everything. Mary the first loved and trusted you beyond what you did. I told you to be patient and that we would surely have children at the appointed time. But you had the shameless audacity to drug me and make me sleep with our housegirl because of lack of patience and endurance, and now I am deeply in love with the girl just as the same way I was in love with you when I met you freshly, and there is nothing anyone or you can do to make the love and feelings I have for Sandra to dwindle. Just have this at the back of your mind, said Ben. Okay, fine, I accepted the blame, but you just have to understand that I was very desperate to have a child, but it's so unfortunate that everything turned out this way. I know I am not trustworthy and straightforward, but please, I want you to believe these pregnancy test results. The pregnancy is realistic, I can't forge it. I was having weird feelings this morning. I never had such feelings before, so I decided to go to the hospital for a medical checkup, and I was stunned when a doctor said I was pregnant. I didn't believe the doctor. So I had to go to 3 extra hospitals for confirmation, and they all confirmed that I am pregnant. Ben, please, believe me, I can't fake pregnancy, said Mary. Mary, as far as I am concerned, the pregnancy you're talking about is originally fake. Apparently you paid the doctors to give you all these fake results. You think you can deceive me? I swear to God who created me, I didn't forge the results. Okay, fine, if you don't believe me, let's go to any hospital and conduct a pregnancy test. If the result comes that I am not pregnant, please feel free to divorce me, said Mary. Mary, I am not going anywhere. Oh. You think I don't know that you can connive with a doctor and forge a pregnancy test result? I beg, get lost with all these fake ideas and results, and stop trying to flatter me. Ben replied and walked away. The circumstances jumped from fry pan to fire when Mary was pregnant because Ben didn't believe the pregnancy at all. He thought possibly Mary was looking for a way to gain his attention. But he never knew Mary was truly pregnant. And when the pregnancy grew bigger, Ben accused Mary of pumping her tummy. He didn't still believe that Mary was truly pregnant. Ben ignored and unminded Mary completely, and Mary thought Sandra cast a spell on her husband. After she was completely ignored and rejected many times by her husband, out of frustration and unbearable heartbreak and pains, she took a photo of Sandra and her husband and went to a very powerful spiritualist to make Sandra run mad and to make her husband love and trust her because the circumstances were beyond her control, but she was dazed by what the spiritualist told her about Sandra and her husband Ben. "Woman, may I know the reasons why you want this innocent girl mad?" the spiritualist asked. "Wise one, she cast a spell on my husband and snatched him away from me. My husband loves the girl to the point he doesn't have the slightest time for me, so I want her to wake up from sleep and run mad." Mary responded, "I don't get it. Is it the girl in this picture that snatched your husband?" The spiritualist asked confusingly. "Yes, great one, my husband is addicted to the girl." "Woman, these two people I am seeing are not doing what you're talking about. The girl is innocent of the accusation." The spiritualist responded, "Wise one, I don't understand what you are talking about. My husband has been sleeping with the girl countless times, and my husband even told me face to face that he's madly in love with the girl." "Great one, please grant my requests." Mary insisted. "Woman, have you ever caught your husband red-handedly sleeping with this girl?" the spiritualist asked. "No, but they always shared a bed, and my husband told me that he enjoyed the girl more than me." Mary answered, "Woman, go home and be patiently waiting on your delivery day. Don't mind anything your husband and the girl are doing. The mysteries behind what they are doing shall be revealed on the day you will give birth." The spiritualist responded, "Wise one, I don't understand. What mysteries are you talking about? I am not the one to reveal the mysteries, and these mysteries were assigned to be revealed on the day of your delivery, so you may leave." The spiritualist responded, and Mary left the spiritualist's place furiously without believing what the spiritualist told her and went directly to her husband's best friend's house. "Isaac, please, you're the only person that knows everything about my husband, including all his plans, so please tell me the truth. Did my husband tell you what's going on between him and my housegirl Sandra?" "Well, he told me that he is madly in love with Sandra and he also intends to marry her, so that's all I know." Isaac responded, "What have I done to Ben that makes him hate me with passion? He kept on tormenting my feelings every blessed day." Mary lamented, "Mary, you know what you did, so stop trying to blame Ben. But I don't think your husband is truly having affairs with Sandra, because there was a day he came to my house with Sandra and there was a weird statement he made that day that got me thinking up till now," said Isaac. "Isaac, please, what statement did he make? Tell me, I am just desperate to know." Mary asked and opened her ears widely to listen to Isaac. "Ben and Sandra came when my wife was preparing lunch, so after she finished, Ben and I went to the dining and left Sandra, so when my wife came out from the kitchen and she didn't see Sandra at the dining table, she said, 'Sandra, come to the dining table, your food is here.' And Ben responded to my wife, 'No, she can't eat in the same dining table with me, so just give her food and let her eat there or in the kitchen.' Ben, I don't understand. Is it not this same Sandra you told me that you were in love with?" I asked. "Isaac, when I am in my house, Sandra is my lover, but when I am outside, she's my housegirl and I am her boss." Ben responded, "So that was what happened that day. Mary the First will advise you should take everything easy. I notice that you lack patience. Try and be patient and have faith that everything will be fine sooner or later," said Isaac. "Thank you very much, Isaac. I want to be on my way now. Take care of yourself, please." Mary got home and started minding her business. She took her mind off everything her husband and Sandra were doing. One faithful day, Mary and her best friend Kimmy were in the parlor gisting and enjoying themselves. Ben and Sandra came back from the hospital with an envelope, and when he saw Mary and her best friend, he started singing, dancing, and flaunting the envelope. "This is genuine pregnancy, not a fake pregnancy. So finally, I will become a father. Baba God, thank you. Baby, please inform your family members that I will be coming to pay your bride price next week," said Ben. "Okay, I will do that, sweetie," Sandra replied with fake smiles. Sandra, I want you to name just one request, and I will grant you right here. Is it a car, a house, or a trip to Dubai? Just name it, said Ben. Let's go inside, I will tell you, Sandra replied. And when they walked away, Mary became as angry as a bear. She became extremely angry to the extent she wanted to stone Ben with the bottle of wine that they were drinking, but her best friend held her very tight and took her to her house to cool off her anger. A few hours later. Mary, I didn't know that was what you always go through every day. My dear, you need to do something before everything gets out of hand, said Kimmy. Kimmy, I am fed up with that marriage. What do you want me to do? Mary asked. My dear best friend, with what I saw today, chances are excellent that Sandra would take your position in your matrimonial home. You better wake up from this deadly sleep and act speedily, said Kimmy. You're very correct. So what do you want me to do at this juncture? Mary asked. Kill your husband and inherit all his properties, and accuse Sandra of killing him after you succeed in killing your husband. I will tell you what you will do to prove to everyone beyond a reasonable doubt that your husband was truly killed by Sandra. If you don't kill him now, if Sandra gives birth, Ben might send you away. Don't forget he doesn't love you anymore, and he also doesn't believe that you're pregnant. So it is high time for you to kill him and have peace of mind, said Kimmy. Kimmy, I can never kill my husband. It has not gotten to that extent. Please, talk about something else, please. Mary responded. Mary, I never knew you don't always think and reason like a normal human being. This same husband you're talking about hates you with passion. He doesn't care to know whether you're okay or not. He doesn't trust and believe you, and above all, he impregnated your housegirl and intend to marry her, and you're foolishly here claiming that you have a husband. Kimmy responded. Kimmy, I know my husband doesn't love me anymore, and he doesn't care about me and my conditions, but I can't kill him. I'd rather divorce him than take his life. Kimmy, I am beginning to suspect you. It seems you're always praying for my downfall. This was how you advised me to drug and force my husband to sleep with my housegirl, and the result turned out to be a disaster. Please, I will never kill my husband. Mary responded. Mary, you're a fool for saying these to me. I told you to secretly sleep with your husband's friend a few months ago. Kimmy, I am tired of childlessness. I have been married to Ben for a good 10 years without having a single kid, and he's not doing anything about it. Every time he would tell me to be patient and that children would come at the appointed time, and I have been waiting for that appointed time to come, up till the appointed time has not come. I am tired, Kimmy. Mary lamented. I feel your pains, Mary. But let me tell you something that you don't know. If you continue to wait for your husband to get you pregnant, my dear best friend, you will wait forever. Forget about the appointed time. He's just deceiving you. Let me tell you, the truth is that you and your husband are not destined to have children together. Kimmy responded. Kimmy, you may be right, but how did you know? Mary asked. Sorry I hid this from you. There was this powerful prophet that I met a few months ago. So I showed the photo of you and your husband to the prophet, and I told him that this couple have been married for good 10 years without a child. He said, these people are not destined to have children together. That was what the prophet told me, said Kimmy. Kimmy, I believe what the prophet said, so what do you suggest I should do, please? Tell me, I am super confused and disorganized. Mary, you know your husband has a friend who is a womanizer and a lover of money, so I want you to secretly give him a huge amount of money and convince him to sleep with you. And don't stop sleeping with him until you realize that you're pregnant, and when you are pregnant, make no mistakes to disclose to him that you are pregnant so that the child will be your husband's child. Do this and thank me later. Trust me, your husband's friend would keep the secret forever, said Kimmy. God forbid. I will never sleep with my husband's friend. Please talk about something else. Mary responded. Okay, persuade your husband to sleep with your housegirl, and when the girl gets pregnant, pay her off immediately, sell all your properties, and relocate abroad with your husband and the baby. But if your husband doesn't agree to sleep with Esther, I will give you a substance to put in his food, and when he eats it, he will be out of his senses and will not know anything, said Kimmy. That's a very big risk. What about adoption? Mary asked. Adoption is not good at all. The child might be possessed by a mysterious evil spirit. You know, this wicked world, anything can happen, so don't go for adoption. Just do what I said and thank me later, said Kimmy. I agree with you. The world is full of evil. I will take the risk, please. So where is the substance? Mary asked. The substance will be ready tomorrow. Trust me, if you do what I just said, you won't regret it. I trust you. Thank you for always wanting the best for me. You're indeed a best friend. You can say that again. Don't worry, when everything works out as we plan, I will buy you a brand new car," said Mary. "I can't wait. Kimmy, thank you for always standing by me. My life would have been miserable and incomplete without your presence in my life. You're a great friend." Mary praised Kimmy. "Anything for you," said Kimmy. "Kimmy, I swear you're not a good person. You just want to ruin my life and my marriage," said Mary. "Mary, enough. Stand up and leave my house, and don't you ever come to my house with your family problems. No be me boring you. I beg, stand up and use the door before I do something nasty to you right now." Kimmy furiously drove Mary out of her house, and Mary went back to her matrimonial home and continued to mind her business. A week later, Mary got a shocking information that her husband paid Sandra's bride price. So she went and confronted her husband, and even her husband was stunned when he heard the shocking news of him paying Sandra's bride price. "Hey, Mr. Man, stand here and tell me what I have done to you to deserve all these severe pains and heartbreak that you are putting me through every day?" Mary asked furiously. "What did I do again now?" Ben asked. "Oh, you're asking me as if you don't know what you did." "Seriously, I don't know what you are talking about," Ben responded. "Stop pretending, liar. It is very obvious that you're not serious. I don't have time for this drama this morning, please." Ben responded and wanted to walk away, but Mary held his shirt and dragged him closer to herself. "Where did you think you're going? Shameless man, stand here and tell me what gave you the guts to pay Sandra's bride price." "Me? Paid what?" "Mary, who fed you with this fake information?" Ben asked. "Ben, you are a pretender and a bloody liar," said Mary. "Mary, do you truly believe that I can pay Sandra's bride price?" "Oh, yes, I believe. You're very heartless and shameless. You can foolishly and unashamedly do anything," Mary responded. "Very well then, if you believe that I paid Sandra's bride price, then it's true." Ben falsely agreed that he paid Sandra's dowry and walked away. Despite everything Mary went through, she never thought of divorcing her husband. A few weeks later, Mary got another shocking information that her husband and Sandra were secretly planning to relocate abroad without her knowing. When Mary heard the information, she couldn't control herself any longer because of unbearable heartbreak and severe pain. "No, I cannot bear these pains anymore. I must kill him. I have tolerated him enough. I must end his life and make Sandra's life miserable. Let me go to Kimmy's house and apologize to her," said Mary. Thereafter, Mary went to Kimmy's house, apologized to Kimmy, and conspired to kill her husband, and it was just 2 months to her delivery and for the mysteries behind what her husband and Sandra were doing to be revealed. But because of a lack of patience and endurance, she went and conspired with her best friend Kimmy to kill her husband Ben. Thank you for watching. Watch out for part 2 of this story. And if you would like us to continue, please comment continue. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.